This is the Loop Gear SK-05 Helm Pro. Now this is a everyday carry flashlight that I've been carrying with me for the past few weeks, and we're going to go ahead and dive straight into it. Hey, what's going on? Hope you're doing alright. My name's Matt, this is Dwyer.Creatives, and as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about this newly released flashlight by Loop Gear, and yes, it is brand new. That means this is released and available to be purchased as of January 14th. If you would like to go ahead and grab one for yourself, I do have an affiliate link down below. These affiliate links do help support the channel, but there is no added cost for you. Now with this channel, I like to be very transparent, and I will say that Loop Gear did send this out to me ahead of it being released. That means this is my honest and raw opinion about this product. Now, as I mentioned, this is made by Loop Gear. They have made other flashlights like this SK-03 and SK-03 Lite. 1000 lumen light with side lights. What's so great about this and makes this stick out is, first, look at the aesthetics of it. It's a different shaped body. It's more of a rectangular one that has that industrial cyberpunk look. And I say that because of a few features that we're going to get into, like that battery level and then their RGB light that you can play with. Starting with the aesthetics of this, you can see that it is a little bit different from those stiletto style ones like an Olight Artfield Pro, but also still not really similar to a traditional flashlight like a Maglite. Kind of reminds me of a cyberpunk industrial design. Let's go over the features here. The first thing you're going to see is this little window right here. You'll see the battery light will come up and tell you exactly how much charge you have left. We'll also get into a few additional features of this LED just in a moment. Going to the front of it, you'll notice that there are two different LEDs. One will be a spot and the other is going to be a floodlight. In terms of how you would use it, you have a dial here to go through the different modes and the button to activate those modes. Here on the back, you have a pocket clip. You can go ahead and fit this on either direction. For me, I like having the lights down. Moving to this other side, you have a USB-C port. Added benefit of this is also a battery bank. You'll notice right here, there's an additional buttons. What I'm going to do is push this switch downward and then press it in. It'll open up the bottom compartment. Inside here, we have two batteries. These are 4000 milliamps and these are 18650s. This works as a battery bank, so if you ever needed to swap the dead batteries for new ones, all you do is swap them out and you don't have to worry about taking all that time to charge this back up again. But if you wanted to, you could always charge it up through the USB-C port. Now, what makes that so valuable is in, say, a natural disaster, you can go ahead and charge this up either through the USB-C, or if you had extra batteries on hand, just go ahead and swap that off if you don't have any power. Going through the modes, the first one's going to be lock, the second one's going to be a flood, and the third one is going to be your spot. The fourth one is going to be the RGB. Starting with the flood, low, medium, high. For the spot, it's going to be similar. You get the low, medium, and high, and then if you go ahead and triple click it, you get the strobing. Now, if you want to act both of them, either in the flood or the spot from off, you go ahead and double click it and hold it down, and you'll get all 4360 lumens. For the RGB mode, you have a few different options. Go ahead and double click this to get the first mode. Hold that down to change through the different colors and your different options for this first one. If you double click it from here, you'll go to the next mode. And again, hold it down to change the color of that RGB. Go ahead and double click it again into the next mode. So this one right here will just run through all of them on its own. Double click it again, and I have a solid bar. Hold it down, low, medium, high. Double click it one more time, and I get a solid color for the RGB. Hold it down, and I can go ahead and pick my favorite color. Double click it one more time, and now it does a fade effect, and same thing, hold it down to go through the different color modes. Double click it one more time and we're back to where we started. From here, if you go ahead and triple click it, we're going to get one that's like a police lights. All you do is hold it down to go to that next mode, and then the third and final mode here. I think that added benefit is that you can see the battery level whenever you go ahead and turn that dial, just so you know exactly how much power you have left. There you go, those are the modes of it. For my personal experience with this, I've been carrying this for a few weeks since I got it, and I've been trying to use it as much as I can. Pros and cons about this. Pros, I love the fact that you can use this as a battery bank. I've used it a few times here and there, so it does come in handy, especially with something that you can just always have on you. Now, I do like the fact that it does have an optional spot and flood, and you can specifically choose which one you want, and of course those different light levels. The thing that I honestly start using more and more is the RGB lighting. Now, I like to use the red one specifically because it doesn't affect your night vision as much. So I'll use that as like accent lighting, and then I kind of been using this as in the background for different product shots just to add a little something. Now, in terms of carrying, I've been carrying this in either my front pocket or my side leg pocket, and this has worked out great. These are 18650s, and I think something that I really appreciate about this light is the fact that it takes removable batteries. You can just go ahead and swap these out whenever you need to. But if you want, you also have that USB-C to charge it. In the situation, say we had that storm come through here with all the snow and everything, if we lost power and I wasn't able to charge it through the USB-C, I could always have a stockpile of these batteries and just swap it out. Same thing for if I was out on the West Coast with the fires and I had to just go. I might not be able to charge my device, but if I had a few extra batteries, I would just be able to swap them out. And again, super easy. Go ahead, put them in there, lock that down, and you are good to go. As a con, because I have to name a few of them, I think that the weight of it might not be for some people. I do think it is a little bit heavy, but you do have an 8,000 milliamp capacity for the battery, so that's where the weight comes into play. Also, the sizing, it's not the thinnest, so if you're sticking this, say, in your rear pocket, might not be the best place for it. Now, I did notice that when I did have this in one of my leg pockets or one of my pants, sometimes the dial would go ahead and turn. And I just kind of wish that these were a little bit more resistant. But overall, I would recommend this if you're looking for a pretty neat everyday carry light, especially with that RGB. I really like that, and I use that a lot as accent lighting. In the comments, let me know, would you be able to carry this as an everyday carry flashlight? Does it meet your needs? For me, I would carry this, and I have been carrying this, and I would recommend it. If you have any additional questions, definitely drop those down below. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up here. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.